Jeez. I want crawlers right now. How many pops will it take? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, 6, 7, 3. What was it, 16 in a row? 7 pops for number, is that 19 in a row? I'd say this is what you call a hot bite. Just verging on insanity, isn't it? What's up, fisher people? So we had a little storm last night. Dumped some rain, brought some big winds, and now we can see what the water temperatures are really like. So even though our graphs were showing like 77, 78 degrees yesterday, here we are, 67 degrees. So once things start mixing up, like, yeah, it's pretty warm for this time of year, but it's not as warm as it would appear on the surface, pun intended. The thing right now is, obviously, bottom bouncers and crawlers. Bottom bouncers and crawlers are just crushing fish. But I sometimes get bored with that. I do it a lot. And, you know, if there's clients in the boat and they want to catch fish, I got to do the thing that's best to catch fish. But I get a little bored with it. I don't feel like it makes a super exciting video, especially when I'm fishing that spot that's like where all the fish are and all the boats are, and just dragging in between them and trying to catch some fish and put them on a camera. I don't think that's super exciting. So I'm going to try to go out here today and do everything I can to cast for fish, whatever it takes. I got a variety of stuff. The wind is supposed to come up a little bit, and the wind also has changed. We've had south winds forever, and I think we're supposed to get like a northwest thing going today. It's still pretty flat right now, but the wind should help the casting bite. I'm going to start with the jig and crawler just because crawlers are obviously working well. So a jig and a crawler seems logical, but I got a jigging shadow wraps, I got jigging wraps, I got crankbaits, I got plastics. I'm just going to find every way that I can to cast for a walleye today, despite the fact that casting is not the best way to catch them right now. And yeah, like, even though I love casting for fish, if I'm out here for 3-4 hours and can't get anything to bite casting, would I rather catch fish on a bottom bouncer trolling them? Of course I would. Bottom bouncers are so effective for walleyes, especially in these reservoir systems like Sakakawea, that it's going to be the best way to catch fish from now until September. So if I have to do that every day from the first week of June into September, I'm going to get burnt out of bottom bouncers. That's just a fact of the matter. So let's see if we can cast at some walleyes today. Some marks on my screen. I got some deeper marks actually. Boats at 9 feet, and I'm seeing deeper fish and shallower fish. The other thing too with that storm and the impending wind shift, yesterday's hot spots might not be today's. I don't know how much the wind blew during that storm, how long it lasted, how much of an impact that made, but it obviously changed the water temperatures a lot, so it made some impact. And it can take fish time to adjust to a new wind. So they talk a lot about fishing yesterday's wind, which I may have to go try some of yesterday's hot spots again today. But eventually, I'm thinking things are gonna change and that stuff's gonna cool down in terms of fishing, not temperature. And we'll have to find something new, so. There we got something. That's acting well, I like. Made a pretty big move closer to the mouth of the bay actually. And then found what I would consider to be today's stuff, where the wind's blowing now. Yesterday's stuff, I talked to some of my friends that were fishing it, and they said it started to die off a little bit here at, oh, I don't know, 9:30. So I decided to try Today's stuff, first cast, there's a wally. They look pretty thick in here if they're all walleyes on the side imaging. First cast is always a good thing. Just slaughtered that too, like it wasn't a thump, it was just wham, gone. I'll give him the night crawler. What the heck, have it. And believe it or not, this is actually a new spot for me. There aren't a lot of new spots for me in Sakakawea. I've graphed it before, but I've never really found fish and spent any time here before. But there were plenty of marks on the old side imaging. I don't know if all of them are walleyes. 1003. If they're all walleyes, it's the mother lode. But I suspect there's some other stuff in here, like most spots this time of year. So, and the warmer water's here too. It's 72 degrees, so that wind's starting to come out of, instead of southeast, it's northeast. It's pushing that stuff towards the mouth of the bay. So we got that 66 degree water back in there where it was 76 yesterday, and now we got the 72 stuff over here. So another wally. That was a thump bite on the crawler. Jig and crawler. That's not a bite that I've done a ton of, but I've done some of it. Look at that fish right there. Just wanted it. Just wanted it. That crawler is gone. Easy. Easy pickings. 2 for 2. And the side image is loaded around the boat too, so I'm going to scoot ahead just a couple of clicks so I get those fish behind me as well. Then I know that I'm casting on fish the whole time. I was pretty sure I was anyway, but now I got a few more of them behind me yet. Boat control, baby. Get yourself in the right position. And again, I found the marks on side imaging. Then move the boat up ahead of them so I can cast straight downwind to them, because we do have a little breeze finally. It's been a long time since that's happened. So now casting downwind is actually quite helpful and appropriate. I'll throw one more cast of this crawler, and then I'm going to try the plastic. And if that goes, I'm going to try the crankbait. And if that goes, I'm going to try the jig and wrap. And we're going to see what they will and won't hit. Obviously, they want crawlers right now. Jeez. They're freaking stacked in here. Absolutely stacked. He wants to go out the wide side. I got a bunch of rods over there. It's going to make this difficult for me. Feels like a slightly bigger fish that I kind of want to land. This might be more your 18, 19 inch. Oh, he's actually smaller. My bad. He's smaller. Nah, same size. He's chunky though. 3 casts in a row with crawler. I think we proved that. Let's go to the plastic. Is it a crawler thing, or are they just so freaking hungry they'll eat anything? We had bites 4 casts in a row and we landed 3 of them on the crawler. Pretty solid. One more cast of the plastic. They're just so tuned into those crawlers right now. All right, back to the crawler. Can we get 5 in a row? 5 in a row is, that's when it's, that's on kind of stuff. 5 bites in a row. I missed one. Not 5 catches in a row. I want to be honest. Yeah. This is just nuts. They're so freaking full in here. Ooh, This one actually, now I'm, okay, I don't want to be that guy again, but this does feel better. We'll see if I'm right. Oh, I think it's a pike. Ah, no. Don't lose that jig. Keep the jig. Okay. Okay. Oh! 6 bites in a row. Missed that one, though. That felt like a funny bite. That could have been a white bass. We got to record until we don't get a bite. I'd say this is what you call a hot bite. Took a little while, and maybe there was fish here yesterday. I don't know. But I suspect that this wind shift is what got him here. It could have been like this first thing in the morning too. I don't know. But point being, we did eventually have to leave yesterday's stuff. Can I get the 7th? That's half a cast and nothing's hit yet. I might have to jog. Oh, that was a bite. God dang it. Grab it, let go, grab it, let go. I don't know what that was. We had a bite though. 7 bites in a row. There's probably smallmouth and white bass in that mix. I'd say it didn't feel like a perch. There was enough weight that it wasn't a perch. You just never had the whole crawler. The walleyes have been choking it, so. They just grab the tail and start running. Oh, this is killing me. Is that crawler even still there? 2 bites on 1 cast. I jogged around a few clicks just to see if I could get more on walleyes versus whatever that was. We'll see if that matters. So we're at 8 bites and 7 casts or 9 bites and 8 casts, I don't know. More bites than casts though. That jog might have been a bad idea. Jogged back there and got one next cast again. I think it's bassy. Yeah, so now we can see. No, it's a drummy. Oh, never mind. I thought it was a white bass. Very next cast. Right when I got back to that spot again, now we're 3 in a row. What is this? Goodness sakes, fish. Catfish. Oh, catfish peeing all over. Well, that's like 11 casts in a row if you don't count the jog cast. I don't know, a lot. See, we keep it going. We need to get a walleye back here. After getting 3 walleyes in a row, it's been a little bit of a mixed bag after that. Jeez. Oh my God. What is this? That's a fish. That is not a snag. Oh my gosh. Whew. What is this now? Carpy, I think. Dang it. Oh, the carp and the crawlers. I jogged a little further up to try to get away from the junk fish invaders, and just a stunning screenshot. Whether or not they're walleyes or more junk fish, I don't know, but wow. You want to talk about loaded. Loaded grass. Just absolutely full of fish, but it could be a big pot of carp. So I'm not. Oh, there was a bite right there. Well, oh, it came off. Bugger. Slide a little bit more ahead of him. Jog a little forward and a little to the side so that those side imaging fish are right behind. I don't know what that was. He bit it really wildly and then he ran really wildly. But it's, I don't know, 3 feet over there. The boat's in 4.8. If it was a carp, it probably would have stayed on. So I'm gonna say bass or walleye. Oh. Oh. Yes or no, fish? Yes or no? We're gonna have to get one of these in. Holy cow. I think it's the right kind. I think. Back on the walleye train. Look at that little guy. We haven't caught a lot of tank walleyes lately, so as you get more into the summer season and the crawler season, you definitely start to see more of the juvenile males biting baits for sure. So it could be a function of that. It could be a function of bigger fish moving out of the bay already. I don't know which answer that is, but it's hard not to sit and hammer fish when you're on this kind of numbers. Maybe the plastic or the crank or jig wrap or something would get bigger fish, I don't know, but I haven't gotten anything to bite it, so they're just, could be a handful of things. Goodness sakes. I should be paying more attention. I should know that I'm gonna get a bite every cast. Another crawler gone. Oh wow, didn't even jig it. That felt like more of a bassy bite or a really tiny walleye. That's not a really tiny one though. I don't know if that's the same fish or not, but feels like a Walter. I think this little slide did us a good thing. I think we got back on the walleye train over here, as opposed to the junk fish train. Is it in fact a walleye? Why, yes it is. Yes, it is a walleye. Jig off. Again, not big fish, but the bite does not get a lot hotter than this. It's about as fast as you can catch fish. Goodness sakes. I don't have to show you another screenshot. It's the same thing. It's just, there's got to be 1,000 fish on this little piece of structure. Maybe more than that. I don't know. Maybe 100,000. Well, it was in fact the next cast. Some days you might not believe me, but you probably will today. Be a bigger one. Show me that there's some 18s in here or something. Yeah, no. Okay. Still on the streak. Another walleye, another eater. Just full of fish. What is this, 16 in a row, 17 in a row? That's a drum. Hook sets are so much fun to get on camera though. Maybe I'll just keep doing that until my battery dies. It's not usually like this where you could just literally call your shot, but I had a feeling I might get bite number 18 in a row. How many pops will it take? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, uh-oh, 6, 7. 7 pops for number, is that 19 in a row? This is just crazy. Just verging on insanity, isn't it? 1, 2, 3. 3 pops. Fish on. It's another eater walleye. Okay, I got to do something different. Whether we try a different method or a new spot, I think we had enough fun here. Got one on the crankbait. That's exciting. Something different. It is a walleye too. It is a walleye. A little bigger fish, so I don't know. Does that mean something? Maybe. The old flick a shad right there. I'm not hooking up on every cast with the crankbait, but so jigs and crawlers, crankbaits. I had a couple light thump bites on the plastic where something was just hitting the tail. I don't know if they're small walleyes or bass, but I can't seem to really get that plastic to go today. And usually the plastic is like after the jigs and minnows. Oh! Something racked it right by the boat. So usually after the jigs and minnows, the plastic has a good week or two of activity before the bottom bouncer thing goes. But haven't really had a good plastic bite this year. The crankbait casting bite can be kind of fun, but it's not near. Like I have not moved spots. I started casting the crankbait right after that 20th fish or whatever on the crawler. So it's like not the thing, but we've had a few bites anyway. I don't know, maybe if you experiment with different colors, yada, 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 maybe, I don't know. I just don't think the crankbait's gonna be as hot as the crawlers by any means, no matter what you do with it. Oh, look at the size of this cute little guy. Oh, what a cute little wally banger. All right, back to the crawler. Ah. 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 He played with that for so long. That might go 18 almost, 17. Well, at any rate, if you like this video, hit the button so YouTube knows that. Maybe subscribe. Maybe do Patreon if you want to help the channel out. And it seems like it's going to be another incredible summer of fishing on Lake Sakakawea. So stay tuned for more videos, and we'll see you later, fisher people. Peace out.